the frame compared to the previous model, which this one is replacing as well in my garage, is by 200 grams heavier. On the ascent, difficult to say. I kind of feel it. But looking on the speed, it's now visible. So the weight difference in terms of speed probably negligible. But you know how it is. You have this placebo effect on the first ride with the new bike, and this one feels completely different. Even the only thing, only two things change here. Let's say three: bottom bracket, of course the frame, and the handlebars. On the previous Scalpel, I was using the Syncros Fraser cell, 740 millimeters. Now I switched though to this FSA KFX 780 millimeters because the design or the geometry of the frame is much more aggressive compared to the previous iteration of the Scalpel. What I can tell right now is that on the ascent, the Scalpel behaves differently in open mode. It's really resistant to the pedaling, the rear shock. You probably, in most cases, you don't need to lock it. I'm keeping the same pressure as from the previous model because I just recently built it. So I just mounted the shock with the exact same settings on this new frame. Looks like it will be very crowded. In this part of the season, people in our country are going to the forest and are collecting mushrooms. A kind of tradition in Czech Republic. Back to the bike. Oh. The first kilometer, 2 kilometers on the ascent. No, I enjoy the frame. The acceleration of the bike is good. Nothing to complain about. But that's mostly thanks to the wheels. Now the frame is also supporting that. Very well manage the movement of the frame. Yeah, I feel it's really stiff. Tak už jedu. Správně stůjte, děkuju. Děkuju. unbelievable fun. Amazing. No, really, wow, wow, wow. Bike handles really well. And you saw that the conditions are the best, muddy. And to give a huge credit to the bike as well. Oh, really? Ha! You jump forward for the Scalpel, because really that's the path that I'm really riding, I don't know, 30 times, 40 times a year. So I know it by heart and I feel pretty confident. I'm very curious to see the time of the descent here, because I have a star segment there. Just curious really how it went in those conditions. We saw people on the road, so I had to brake, pay attention. Beautiful sunny autumn here in Czech Republic. The bike is climbing very well. Now the grade is 11%. And I think goes here up to 15. With my weight of 90 kilograms, I'm pushing about 300 watts up the climb. My heart rate is 137 right now, and as I'm talking, it's increasing. Okay, the max grade was the 15, but it topped at about 12.5%. My high rate did not went over 140 beats per minute. So I like this setup. First video show, 120 millimeters. Running the pressures about 156 psi to my weight of 90 kilograms. The rear shock is on 200, maybe 210, not sure right now. Mentioned in the previous video, the bike is weighing about 11.4 kilograms with pedals, throttle cage. So it's definitely heavier as the previous iteration of Scalpel, the model year 2023, with the UDH hanger already. The only thing that really stressed me is just the fork, because since my issues from previous year with the lower leg, which I was able to polish after about, I don't know, 4-5 months of riding with 150 hours service done, what means just really flush the fork and refill the lubrication. So it was really polished to the metal, there was no coating left on the inside of the lower leg. And it scares me. So I'm every time when I'm coming back checking how the color is changing on the lower leg. And of course it's a point of contact with the ceiling. So there is coming to really some kind of polishing the lower leg, and I'm just scared it's going to cost me again, I don't know, 300, 400 euro, this kind of really service of the lower leg, because basically only they replaced it without any reply, without any comment to my complaint that it's really just 6 months of riding. But on the other side, I'm very, very happy with the behavior of the lefty. It's already some time that I was riding a normal fork on my wife's bike. She doesn't have such a top fork as I do, but the lefty is very sensitive, especially in high speeds. And then set up correctly, it really serves very well. And I would say that there will be a little difference in the top level category of forks among all manufacturers. going to be a bit muddy. I hope it not so much. Lowering the seatpost, watching up the trenches. Careful in the corners because there can be cars coming. The hunters. And the other fruit as well. Animals. Some deers here, pigs, and definitely no one wants to have crash. It's those beasts. We're talking about the crash into the humans here. see it brakes working well. Ich warte. Ricky XC. Also nothing to complain about. The only downside is the rider and his skill.